The things that you're about to hear is something that I can completely relate to. For as these are the kind of trenches I've also went through. And I absolutely will know, and I absolutely know how you feel, and I know how it feels when you feel lost. You don't find an exact good solution to this problem you have. But today in this video, I'm gonna give you an answer, which even if you search around YouTube, you most likely wouldn't find a Christian content creator who would pretty much speak about this topic and will simplify it for you. Genuinely, truly, I do want to help you. Instead of what most of these content, self-improvement or Christian content creators do, they give you the information. They only give you a small glimpse of information and then they leave you behind in the mud. But today, I'm gonna give you an exact step-by-step tip, an exact step-by-step way how you can get away from this situation. And I'm gonna tell this to you in a very simplified manner. So as a true man of the faith, how can you genuinely know what is your purpose in life? Picture this. You finally surrendered your life to Christ. You read his word, you do his will, all that stuff. But there's still one thing you're missing. And that is you don't have a purpose. You don't have a purpose. Because as true Christians, we're all specifically said by him that we should all fight for a purpose. We all should have a purpose. As people of the faith, we all are commanded to have a purpose, because purpose is something that drives us. It's something that drives us to move forward. Purpose is something that gives meaning in your life. It's something that destroys your monotony. This monotonous lifestyle of not knowing what to do. When you have a straightforward purpose, this thing of, I don't know what to do for the entire rest of the day, it's completely eliminated. Purpose, especially in your younger years, is something that you should take very seriously. Very seriously, because if you waste your younger years, if you still don't have a purpose, you will ruin your life. Genuinely. A purposeless man is a weak man. A purposeless man is an undesirable man. And the main biggest problem, especially in this modern day, is that we can't find a purpose. We simply just look around the world and we just think like, this doesn't suit me. This doesn't suit me. I don't want to do this. So you try to always search around the things, what you like doing, but you can't just really seem to get the hang of it. And so you overthink. And then you start doubting, and then you start panicking of why can I not find my purpose? Because let me tell you this, I have been in the same situation. I've genuinely been in your shoes, brother. I did not know what kind of purpose I would have and what kind of purpose I would need until I started this channel. And there is this one thing which made me realize what God's will really is. And the first thing which you have to understand is that finding your purpose can be divided into two categories on how you can find it. One is you find something that you really truly like. From the bottom of your heart, you just like doing it. And then you find out that in fact doing this can benefit you and can even give you generational wealth if you use it wisely and if you do it the right way. This is one of the ways how you can find your purpose. And that is to find what you love doing. Genuinely find what you love doing from the bottom of your heart. It can be anything, it can be anything. It can be graphic designing, it could be 3D printing, it could be arts and crafts. Anything that involves the work of the mind and something that you genuinely love doing. And that can even bring you profits, that can even give you money in the future if you do this wisely. And this is the first way how you can find purpose. It is to find something that you truly love doing and something that you would wake up and that's the first thing you would think of. Something as important as breathing. Every time you would wake up and look at it, saying, yes, I like doing this. I must keep on moving forward. And the second way is how you find your purpose. Is that you find a problem and you make a decision that you will need to change. Let's take, for example, you're being bullied in school. You're being severely bullied. You said to the people, yeah, I want to do this. And they don't believe in you. They don't have faith in you. They're saying that you are going to fail and you are this, you are that, you are X, you are Y, you are Z. And this is your purpose. This is a way how you can find your purpose. This is the second way how you can find your purpose. And that is to prove them wrong. That is to prove them wrong. Or another example, for example, if your family is in a tough financial situation where they're breaking their backs every single day just to put food on your table, and your purpose would be to make generational wealth so you can retire them, so they don't have to lift their finger up for anything anymore, so that you can take care of them for the rest of their entire lives. This is one of my purposes. And yes, you are gonna need discipline. Discipline and your purpose are something that magnetically binds together. If you apply discipline with your purpose, you are gonna be moving mountains, brother. Quick pro tip, which I haven't mentioned, which is that things like video games, fapping, drinking, smoking, all of these sins do not count. And the first thing when I said, yeah, you need to do something you really like to fulfill your purpose. By that I meant you need something that gives you benefits in life. And no, doing the 7 deadly sins and playing video games 10 hours a day isn't one of them. These things do not count. Video games do not count. Unless you are a successful content creator, you make money out of it. Unless if you have a genuinely good strategy that can make this work and can make your content, turn your content into money, into financial freedom. That's the only excuse. But if you only have the saying that, oh yeah, I'm gonna play video games, that's my purpose, you will just betray yourself, not me. You will put yourself in the grave, not me. Keep these things in mind. And the second thing is that when you have found your purpose, when you genuinely have found something to fully thrive for, I want you to go full on in. I want you to fully lock in. And what do I mean by truly and fully locking in? By that is that I mean you destroy every single distractions that takes you away from your purpose, and you just fully lock in there. You don't make any excuses, and you just grind, and you work. This is a way how you become successful. Success is something that you can't get in the short term. If you want to be a successful man, if you want to make your dreams come true through your purpose, then get ready to do this long term. Because short-term progress, things like short-term victories, they barely exist. 99% chance that if you do this for a short-term time, you will fail. And if you do win, and if the universe drops you down a bone, and if you do win short-term, you will eventually lose. You will lose very fast, and you won't be able to recover. Why? Imagine this. If you manage to get success in the short term success is like making a tower, a genuine skyscraper out of glass. If you do this long term, it is like you make a skyscraper, a genuine coliseum out of concrete and steel, out of indestructible rocks and metals. And when the problems come, when the waves hit and the storms hit, that glass tower will break. And it will break down with a very fast bang. But those who did it long term, their structures will stay. Those structures will stay. Because they will know every single outcome. And they will know how to react with these things and how to defend themselves in the long term. One of the evidence of that short-term success fades really quickly and you lose everything very quickly can be viewed in the people who won the lottery. Like, bro, picture a lottery winner. Most majority of people who won the lottery, most lottery winners lose their money in just 1 or 2 years. That is because they don't have a stable foundation to keep that money or to up that financial money. So if you want to have success from your purpose and be driven by it, then lock in. Genuinely lock in and adapt this mindset that this thing you're doing is something as important as eating. Something as important as eating. Once you're doing this fully locking in, do not abandon God. Genuinely do not abandon Christ. Because when I was in the trenches and I was in this journey, I needed him. I genuinely needed him. The moment when I stopped praying, the moment when I stopped relying on his strength, that stable chart I had, it went downhill. It started progressively going downhill. You will suffer genuinely mentally and spiritually if you don't accept him and if you don't put him as the CEO of your purpose. And the third thing, as the final tip of this video, is that for all of your purpose, what you're doing, you have to glorify God. Genuinely, you have to glorify Him no matter what. From doing arts and crafts to making a business, you have to glorify Him in any way possible. And by glorifying Him, I don't mean that you always have to now sell faithful products and sell His word and do that. And that you have to abandon your, for example, business to make a church type business. No, I don't mean by that. I don't mean that you have to abandon your business just to sell faithful products. By glorifying Him through your purpose, is that I mean you try to do His will while working on it. You try to genuinely do His will and try to not do it sinfully. For example, if you make a business, the way of glorifying Him, to glorify Him, you have to serve others. You genuinely have to serve others. For example, if you have a business, if you make a business, your way of glorifying Him would be serving the people, would be helping out the people, giving them a product that will, for one, help them, and for two, will just force them to just burst into your store and buy more. So no matter what you do on your purpose, always serve the Lord. And the best way you can do it is by serving others. And I pretty much hope you have learned something from this video, which is simply by the fact that if you feel lost, if you can't find your purpose, simply do these first things. One is to find your purpose through things you like doing, or through a purpose to, for example, financially save your family or prove people wrong. Two is to fully lock in and go all on in and do it with Christ. And three is to glorify the Lord while you are doing it. Let me tell you a gate-kept secret which none of these people have clicked off. These brain-dead individuals who don't care to change, who don't have a careness to change, have clicked off. Let me tell you the fact that if you want a community that can give you tips, give you a genuine sword to charge into battle, and to make things like this, which I mentioned, easier, then click the first link in the description. Click the first link in the description. And I will see you in our crusade. A crusade which everybody is there for you. There are no enemies. When you join our crusade, everybody is an ally to you. And even I am an ally to you. And you can also personally DM me in the crusade for anything you need, and I will give it to you. I will genuinely help you out when it's necessary. And pretty much, if you liked, you can also like and subscribe to support this ministry. You can also comment down below to spread down your opinions, whether you support my message or not. If you have anything to add additionally to this message, then you can comment down below. Pretty much, thank you for watching this video. And I see you in our crusade, brother. And I see you guys tomorrow. Jesus loves you. Do not stop believing.